So in this video, we're introducing a new thing called rational expressions. Essentially, a rational expression is just like a rational number, and a rational number is simply just a fraction. So in a rational expression, we have a fraction, but instead of numbers, we have polynomial expressions at top and bottom. So here is an example of a rational expression, x plus 5 divided by x. A couple things you should always know about rational expressions. You can never, ever, ever have 0 in the bottom. If you have 0 in the bottom, then there's no solution. That's probably the most important thing about rational expressions you can remember. Okay? We can also simplify rational expressions by factoring. So that's what we're going to do here in example 12. I'm going to try to factor both the top and bottom. Again, if you struggle with factoring, you probably need to go back and re-watch those videos, because factoring is really a review type thing that you should honestly already know how to do. So I'm going to do some scratch work. I'm going to do the top in blue and the bottom in green. So let's just factor the top. X squared minus 4x minus 12. Okay, well this is a three-piece trinomial, so I'm going to use the bottoms-up method. What I'm looking for are factors of negative 12 that add up to negative 4. So if I think about that, that's going to be x minus 6 and x plus 2. Okay, I want to double check this by first multiplying negative 6 and positive 2 is in fact negative 12. And then double check it by adding negative 6 and positive 2 is negative 4. So those are my two correct numbers. So the top can be rewritten as that. I'm going to do that in just a moment. Now my scratch work for the bottom. I have x squared minus 4 currently on the bottom. I want to try to factor that if I can. The very first thing I notice is I have two pieces. I have a square and a minus in the middle. That's the difference of two squares. Again, difference of two squares. So that factors into the pattern a squared minus b squared, which is what we have currently. We'll factor into the pattern a plus b, a minus b. And again, if you don't remember that, go back and rewatch that video. It's a super important pattern for you to know. So here that means a squared is x squared, which means a is going to be x. B squared is 4, which means b is going to be 2. Alright, so everywhere I see an a, I'm going to plug in x. Everywhere I see a b, I'm going to plug in a 2. So I have factored x plus 2 and x minus 2. Alright, great. So now I can rewrite my original problem using my factoring. So on top, we now have x minus 6 times x plus 2. On bottom, I just have x plus 2 times x minus 2. To simplify, once you've completed all possible factoring, you're looking for the same factors on top and bottom. If you have the exact same factor on top and bottom, then those factors will cancel out. So I notice I have an x plus 2 on top and x plus 2 on bottom. They have to match up exactly for this to work. These two factors do, so they're going to cancel each other out. All that I'm left with now, since there's no other factors that are exactly the same on top and bottom, I have x minus 6 on top and x minus 2 on bottom. And that's it. That's as far as I can simplify this rational expression. And that's it for this video.